Let your first care through life be directed to support and extend the influence of the Christian religion and the observance of the Sabbath. This is the only system of religion which has ever been offered to the consideration and acceptance of men, which has even probable evidence of a divine original. It is the only religion that honors the character and moral government of the Supreme Being. It is the only religion which gives even a probable account of the origin of the world and of the dispensations of God towards mankind. It is the only religion which teaches the character and laws of God with our relations and our duties to Him. It is the only religion which ensures us of an immortal existence, which offers the means of everlasting salvation and consoles mankind under the inevitable calamities of the present life. But we're reassured that there is to be no future life, and that men are to perish at death like the beasts of the field. The moral principles and precepts contained in the scriptures are to form the basis of all our civil constitutions and laws. These principles and precepts have truth, immutable truth, for their foundation, and they are adapted to the wants of men in every condition of life. They are the best principles and precepts because they are exactly adapted to secure the practice of universal justice and kindness among men, and of course to prevent crimes, war, and disorders in society. No human laws dictated by different principles from those in the gospel can ever secure these objects. All the miseries and evils which men suffer from vice, crime, ambition, injustice, oppression, slavery, and war proceed from their despising or neglecting the precepts contained in the Bible. As a means of temporal happiness, then the Christian religion ought to be received and maintained with firm and cordial support. It is a real source of all genuine republican principles. It teaches the equality of men as to rights and duties. And while it forbids all oppression, it commands due subordination to law and rulers. It requires the young to yield obedience to their parents and enjoins upon men the duty of selecting their rulers from their fellow citizens of mature age, sound wisdom, and real religion. Men who fear God and hate covetousness. The ecclesiastical establishments of Europe, which serve to support tyrannical governments, are not the Christian religion, but abuses and corruptions of it. The religion of Christ and his apostles in its primitive simplicity and purity, unencumbered with their trappings of power and the pomp ceremonies, is the surest basis of a republican government. Never cease then to give to religion, to its institutions, and to its ministers your strenuous support. The clergy in this country are not possessed of rank and wealth. They depend for their influence on their talents and learning, on their private virtues and public services. They are the firm supporters of law and good order, the friends of peace, the expounders and teachers of Christian doctrines, the instructors of youth, the promoters of benevolence, of charity, and of all useful improvements. During the War of the Revolution, the clergy were generally friendly to the cause of the country. The present generation can hardly have a tolerable idea of the influence of the New England clergy in sustaining the patriotic exertions of the people under the appalling discouragements of the war. The writer remembers their good offices with gratitude. Those men, therefore, who attempt to impair the influence of that respectable order in this country attempt to undermine the best supports of religion. And those who destroy the influence and authority of the Christian religion sap the foundations of public order, of liberty, and of republican government. Sustaining the wave of progress was a powerful undercurrent of a true Christianity of the heart and the free written word of God unchanneled by precepts of priests or princes. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. And as never before, the thoughts of men, saved and unsaved, were influenced by the Bible. Not all men were saved, not all men would be saved, but as the dead weight of government control was lifted and a wall of separation erected between church and the state, especially in America, freedom of religion proved to be freedom for religion.